Alright, so the first problem would be friction. The block shown in figure has a mass of 34.7 kilograms. Determine the horizontal force P for impending motion down the plane. First, you convert that 34.7 into newtons by multiplying it times 9.81. And then you use, to find the angle, you just use the cosine law, which is a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. Step 2 would be summation of Fy. Fy equals 0, P sin, because the angle is opposite of y, plus n minus 340.4 cos 28.36 equals 0. So n equals 340.06 cos 28.36 minus P sin equals 300.06 minus P sin. Summation of Fx would be angle is adjacent, F equals P cos because angle is adjacent to y, so F equals P cos plus 340.06 sin, bracket 28.07, which then equals P cos bracket 28.07 plus 160.02. So F equals mu times newtons, 0.6 times n. So on one side we have 0.6 n equals the summation of Fx, which is P cos 28.07 plus 160.02, and newtons will be the summation of Fy, so 0.6 bracket 300.6 minus P sin 28.7 equals the summation of Fx, which is P cos 28.07 plus 160.02, and P equals 17.2. We have another friction problem here. This time it's telling us determine the horizontal force P for the impending motion of the plane. This is in pounds, so we don't need to convert it, but we do need to use the cosine law to find our angle. We found our angle, so angle summation of Fy equals 0. P sin plus n, P sin because angle is opposite of sin, angle is opposite, so it's sin. So P sin plus n minus 78 cos bracket 22.631 equals 0. So n equals 78 cos bracket 22.631 minus P sin. So n equals 71.994 minus P sin. Summation of Fx, we use P cos because the angle is adjacent to x, so we use cos, minus 78 sin bracket 22.631 bracket, which then equals P cos minus 30.014. F then equals mu and times newtons, so 0.3 newtons equals summation of Fx, which is P cos minus 30.014. And our newtons beside the 0.3 will be the summation of Fy. And then distribute, and you can figure it out. Alright, now we have determine the force P necessary to produce impending motion of the 40 kilogram plate to the left, knowing that the coefficient of static friction is 0.2 for all surfaces. So we need to take into consideration the 40 kilogram block. And we take the 80, convert it to 784.8. We take the 40, convert it to 392.4. We need to see that there's a F1 to the right, F2 to the right, N2 upward, N1 downward, P to the left, and tension to the right of the 40 kilogram box. So to find F1, we do 0.2 times 784.8, which then equals 156.96 newtons. Summation of Fx would be 156.96 plus F2 plus 156.96 equals 0 again, 156.96 because of the tension is the same as F1. So 313 plus 8 plus 313.8 plus F2 equals P. So summation of Fy is N2 equals N1 plus 392.4. We're just adding the weight together here. 784.8 plus 392.4 equals 1176 newtons. So F2 equals nu times newtons, 0.2 times total force, 1176, gives us 235.2. And then F1 is 156.96 newtons plus F2, which is 235.2 newtons, also plus the tension is 156.96. We get our answer there. Now, we have a lawnmower is pushed up a 15-degree slope by a 20-pound force. Find the component acting parallel to the force, parallel to the slope. So 45 and 15 are parallel, so we add those together. So the force is 20 pounds. Our x component would be 20 pounds cos 60 equals 10, and our y component is 20 sin 60 equals 1732. Now we have the bigger resultants, where we're determining the resultant of the forces. So 70 newtons, the x component would be 70 cos 65. The y component would be negative 70 sin, because it's going down, 65. And then 160 cos, negative 160 cos, would be 75. 75 we got from 180 minus 65 minus 40, and it's negative in the x component because it's going to the left. And our y component is going to be negative 2 because it's going downwards, so negative 160 sin 75 gives us that number. And then 204 we multiply with the slope, blah blah blah. We get those numbers, we put them in the resultant formula. We get the resultant, and then to figure out the magnitude, we put tan inverse with the y component over the x component, and we get that answer. Now we're calculating the moment at A. So we see here 10 pounds, 10 pounds times 6 meters, because we're 6 meters away from A, plus 20 pounds times 6 because we're 6 meters away again, minus 30 because the 30 force is going negatively, times 8 because we're 8 meters away from A, minus 39 because we're going downwards here, the 39 force, times its slope, times 12 horizontally, the 444, plus 39 again, times its slope, times 10 because we're 10 away here. We add up all that together, and that's our answer. Alright, now we have find the reactions at A and B for the beam shown in the figure. So first we have our x component, so 400 newtons times 3 over 5 equals 240 newtons. 400 newtons times 4 over 5 equals 320 newtons, which is our y component. So then our 520 times 12 over 13, which is our y component, equals 480 newtons. And our x component, 520 times 5 over 13 equals 200 newtons. Summation of Fy equals 0. Ay plus By equals 480 plus 320, which Ay equals 800 newtons. Summation of Fx is Ax equals 240 newtons minus 200 newtons, which is 40 newtons. Then the summation of Ma would be the 480 times 3 meters, because it's right there, minus By times 4 meters, because it's right there again, 3 plus 1 is 4, minus 320 times 2 meters. So By times 4 equals 1440 minus 640, which is 800. We isolate for By, and our final answer is 200. So we have now to determine the tension of the pulley system for static equilibrium. This, we see that F is, we have 3 T's pulling down on F, so 3 on top. G, we have 2 T's pulling up, so we have to put 2 T coming down. E, we said that those 3's bringing down F is also bringing down E. So whatever that, it's 3, these have to be 3. So 3T, 3T, top is 6T. C, we have those same 3's pulling down on it, so it's the same thing, 3T, 3T, 3T with 9T at the bottom. Our D has only 2 cables coming down, and that one is 3T from the other one, so that other one has to be 3T as well. So 2 3T's 16. And the A is 9T, and 9T would be 18. And the B would be, if those are 9, then this is 9, 9, 9, and 27 going down. Then you do 27T equals 6KN. 6KN divided by 27 is 0.22 kilometers. And then our last one here would be, if the spring tension is 680 newtons, determine the reactions at B and C on member A and C. So E and B would be negative Cx, because Cx is forcing negatively. Negative Cx plus 680 times the slope times 4, because it's acting in the 4-meter area, plus 680 times its slope times 2, because it's in the 2-meter area. Then we would get negative Cx plus 2,400 plus 640. We get Cx equals 3,040 newtons. And then summation of Fx is Bx equals 680 times the slope plus Cx, which would be 320 plus 3,040. We get that answer. And summation of Fy would be By equals 680 times 15 over 17, which is the slope. By equals 600 newtons.